Hello and welcome back to Let's Play the Darkest Dungeon. My name is Sir Camus. Today, as I announced in the previous episode, we will be going into the wheel to do a long mission. I've not changed the party composition since last time a lot. Kind of. I mean, obviously I couldn't have brought the occultist because he had reached level 3, so instead I'm bringing the Vestal. I'm giving her a camouflage cloak which increases her dodge because her dodge is otherwise quite low. That does mean that I need to have the torchlight about 75, but that is typically the way I play it anyway. And she has the surgeon's charms that I would have otherwise given the occultist. And I'm also bringing, I should say, another leper. He has a bit of a different skill set. It's very similar, but he can actually use the hue, so he can deal massive damage against the front two enemies. That being said, though, I don't really think that I have to talk a lot more, because the trinkets are basically the same as in the previous episode, so if you are interested in that, you can look them up. Let's do provisions. I'm gonna try to do this mission with only 3 stacks of food. I am gonna bring 1 medicinal herbs, 3 shovels. I'm gonna take a gamble. Typically I would bring 4 into the wheel. 3 anti-venom, 4 bandages, a key, and a bunch of torches. Yeah, this is kind of the minimum that I'm gonna need, I think. Okay, so we need to complete 100% of room battles here, and this dungeon is kind of long-winded, or at least there's a couple of side paths that we have to explore, which is gonna take time and of course require more torches than it otherwise would. You do the emboldening on the leper. You target whistle? No, I think we're gonna go with a direct attack here. Very nice. You can do a judgment. Well, it's unlikely to get the kill, right? No, actually it's pretty likely. Okay. Nice. And then finally you can do a hue to finish off the remaining enemies. Okay, if every battle goes like that, I'm not having any... I'm not concerned about the remainder of this dungeon at all. Okay, this is really annoying. What? Did I click the wrong button? I must have clicked the wrong button. Oh, boy. Really? Ugh. I really... Well, that's irritating. That's extremely frustrating. I had plenty of shovels to deal with that. Bollocks. Oh well. I guess we're gonna have to deal with some stress then. Especially on the Plague Doctor again. Did I? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But I do have an anti-stress trinket now on the Houndmaster, so I may swap those out. Maybe. But anyway, not really the issue right now. Let's actually do a stun on this guy as well. Okay, you start with a hue. Maybe a chop is a better idea in this case. Or maybe it doesn't matter one single bit. Okay, well... We managed to skip all of their turns. What? Oh yeah, that was the first round, of course, yeah. Ah, okay, that was silly of me. Obviously they were gonna get all their turns in a single row. That's the way that things work when you get a surprise on them. I'm really annoyed. I really... don't know what to do very well here. And for the old gods, okay. I'm gonna do a chop again. Is he gonna die on his own? He is, but it's gonna take a while. So I'm gonna have to kill him anyway. I'll Although, if I now do another Hound's Harry, or, for example, a Noxious Blast, he'll definitely die on his own. Let's increase his damage even further. Hound's Harry, okay, good. It's very likely to land a bleed. And then everything, well, this guy should die on his own. This guy is gonna die pretty quickly. Let's do now a judgment on this guy. Which means we also don't get the heal from that, which is very, very, very annoying. A lot of bleeds, only 3 damage. Leper can easily deal with that. Bye bye. You have been very annoying, thanks for leaving. Rain of Blight. I really, really, really need to focus on those guys now, of course. It's kind of only the it's also kind of the only option at this stage anyway, so. Okay, clear those corpses. Get those 2 artilleries in the front. Yes, okay. Hound's Harry, that should get the kill, right? Yeah, well, indirectly it does. You should have used a... Wow! Okay. She's been blighted a lot more than I realized. Noxious Blast. If it lands, then it's very likely to get the kill. Yes, indeed it does. But we're still gonna try and kill them, because that may result in a crit, which may result in some stress relief. And even getting a kill results in some stress relief, which I sometimes forget. Okay. Ooh, what's that? An agility talent for the bounty hunter. I've never seen that before. It's looking pretty nice. This can be used in combination with holy water, which I don't have, so I'm gonna ignore that. And we have to deal with a freaking fight on the way back. Of course we do. Because why would a dungeon ever start well? At least this fight is not too difficult. Embolden this guy. Although in retrospect I probably should have buffed up the Houndmaster. But it doesn't appear to matter. Brave Nibbles. She is very susceptible to being stunned. Yeah, there she goes. Anyway, doesn't matter because our leper can finish the battle, no problem. Yeah, deeds is kind of what I'm here for. For the greater part. Let's get rid of the busts. I need deeds a lot more than I need busts. Okay, and then we're gonna have to start with the remainder of the dungeon. Yay! That was like 1 room and it already took me like 6 minutes. Okay, you definitely embolden him, because if he manages to land that first hue, we are basically done with this battle. Okay, he'll bleed to death, I think. Yes, so we're gonna use a chop instead. Okay. Ah, we have something to use our key on. Nice. Oh, I'm not gonna risk that. I already have so much stress to deal with at the moment. I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna dig that up on the way back, but I don't think that I will even then. I'm gonna take the gamble without the bandage, I think. I've learned that lesson from last time. Ooh, this is tricky. This indeed is tricky. We're gonna start with a blinding gas in the back row, because that really prevents a lot of nastiness. And a Hound's Harry against everybody. Yeah! A Dark Biscuit would have been perfect there as well, but obviously I forgot about that. Oh, okay, we're gonna take a Dark Biscuit the next time that the Houndmaster gets a turn. You can use a chop to get the kill on him. Then we don't have to worry about all of these guys who are now more stun resistant, though. We don't have any way of pulling them forward. Let's buff him up. Make him even stronger. And then we're gonna use the Hound's Harry. Not bad. Slice and dice. Not too horrible. Blanket fire. Dodged everything. Another blanket fire. Okay, not too horrible. Okay, now we're gonna use a stun, I think, on... Doesn't really matter, this guy, I guess. You do a chop on him. Okay, then with a Hound's Rush we can get rid of the last remaining Fusilier. And then it's only a matter of keeping this guy stunned. If we can. And killing him eventually. Okay, in the meantime we're gonna apply a bit of healing as well. Yeah, even more healing I guess. Given the opportunity, why not? He is still stunned, so... Hound's Harry. Yeah, he's gonna die on his own now. But I think I'm basically done with this battle anyway, so that's not a problem. Okay. And I use the Dark Biscuit, which is good, because then I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, and all three, let's use an anti-venom to take a look inside. Well, the deeds are kind of worth it, I guess. Okay. Ah! Okay, not good. I'm gonna move back with him. Because otherwise our leper cannot do anything. Okay, and you... Hound's Rush, I guess. He's not gonna get the kill, though. Maybe this is a better idea. This reduces his protection so that our leper is very likely to... Yeah, pull him forward. That's fine. That's okay. Although now our leper cannot do anything. Damn it. Ah! Oh boy, and a Stressful Incantation on her, which is horrible. She's at 89. Wow. Well, we're almost back into the formation that we want. No, no, no. Resist, resist, resist. Come on! Ah! Fine, Hound's Harry. Bleed to death, if nothing else. Stun the back row. Get all of that nasty stuff out of the way. Prevent them from doing their thing, and then we may actually get into a position where we can deal some damage with the leper. Who is our main damage dealer, after all. I don't really want to move her back. I'm gonna do this. Not a bad heal. All in all. Groping Swipe. Yep, and he's gonna have to make the long and arduous journey forwards before we can actually use him again to any great extent. Make him more powerful in the meantime. Give him a higher speed as well. Hound's Harry again, I guess. Lead them all. More overall healing, even though it doesn't really help me that much at all anymore. Okay, now please don't pull our push. I said please. Okay, good. This time he resisted, which is a lucky break for us. Groping Swipe. Our Houndmaster has his health is getting pretty down there. Okay, they're gonna bleed to death on their own now, so that may be the... No, this is horrible. Stalwart! Oh, I love you. The prospect of death does not frighten us. No, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. We've seen death so many times now. 2 full party wipes and 2 other occasions, I believe, on which party members died. But we are not afraid. No, sir. Although we are kind of afraid that we're gonna lose our Houndmaster. Our Vestal is gonna have to spend some time dealing with that. Hugh, I guess. Nice. Now the only one who can still get a has 2 The only enemy who can still attack is the Fungal Scratcher, and I think I will stun him if nothing else. Okay, he will die. Alright, so another heal, and then this should be the last round. The corpus responds, wounds heal, scars do something, I don't know. Okay, that was a heal of 0, that's too bad, but oh well. The leper? The leper, okay. Yeah, why not? I could have used a withstand to do some stress healing on himself, but that's not really that high of a priority. Okay, well, we were lucky there. We were very lucky there. I'm gonna dump this because I don't think that the Bleed Stone is worth as much as the gold once it becomes a full stack. And the Move Charm, same reason. And I do want to keep the medicinal herbs for a little bit longer. Alright, we got a scout. Another room battle, so we're gonna go up first. We're looking fine at the moment. So I'm gonna take... actually, I'm gonna do that on the way back. I almost walked right into that as well. Who has the best trap disarm chance? That would be the Houndmaster. And once again, on the way back. Okay, we cannot make use of this for stress reduction, but we don't need that anymore anyway, so there's that. Let's stun them, because they can really screw us over by pushing the leopard to the back. Then we're gonna use the Hound's Harry like before, just to make sure that every enemy receives at least some damage over time. Let's heal up the Houndmaster even further, and then finally... Oh, I thought I was surprised, but obviously I was wrong about that. With our leopard we're gonna use a Hue, I think. It kind of depends on the amount of damage that we deal to each individual enemy. 5 to 8, yeah, that should be fine. Bye! Nice not knowing you. Let's re-stun those guys. Very good. And another Hound's Harry. Okay. And I guess a Judgment could be useful here. Unless it misses. And then we have a Hue which gets rid of those corpses. Now I think that this... Oh, she can still do the Stressful Incantation. But obviously at this stage stress is not really our biggest priority anymore. I guess she's gonna reduce even more stress on herself, which is amazing. I'm kind of... I don't think that... Does this last after a campfire? I'm not completely sure, because it doesn't happen all that often. But if it doesn't, then I'm kind of reluctant now to actually use a campfire in the near future. Okay, let's swap those out, because obviously the Onyx is worth more than the Jade. And we get a Scout. We don't have to go there, and so we will not. We do have to deal, however, with a fight on the way back, which sucks, but okay. I'm just gonna try it. Okay, I don't really need the crest, I don't think. Then there's this. And I do have bandages, right. For a moment there I thought that I needed to use anti-venom. That... At least we can stack all of that, but that really wasn't worth it, actually. Hound Rush. Okay, kill numero uno. Blight the front unit, I guess. He should die on his own if he gets a turn before us. So we're gonna do some healing. Wow, that was horrible here. Oh yeah, that's because of his spiked color. That reduces healing on him significantly. Food is looking pretty good, doesn't it? So I think I'm gonna risk dumping off the medicinal herbs. I'm gonna take the anti-venom. At some point I'm gonna have to go after portraits again because I want to upgrade the guild, but for now I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, I was just thinking about what if I encounter another grave. Am I gonna use one of the 3 shovels that I have left? I think I will. I think more than 2 blockages in the remaining of the dungeon seems unlikely. Okay. A lot of onyx now, which is nice. A full stack. Okay. Too bad that I dumped off the medicinal herbs. If you look in the background, you can see the corpse there. But oh well. So be it. What do we want to do here? I guess we want to stun him, because I don't think that we can finish him off in the first round. Although I was kind of hoping of doing enough damage against the cutthroats as well. Judgment. Ah, so close. So he still gets an attack off, but only 2 damage. Maybe a bleed. No. Okay. Then I guess a Hound Rush against this guy, which lands a bleed. Then let's stun him. I don't really know what else to do with him. With her, I mean. And then a judgment. Yes, good. Then the next round we should be able to get rid of him. He's not gonna be nearly as dangerous anyway, because he can only do his rushed shot ability, but he dies even before he can do that. So good. And what are we gonna do with this? I guess we're gonna take the gold in favor of the anti-venom. The agility talent I kind of want to keep because it is actually kind of nice. 2 extra speed on the bounty hunter, so yeah. I could risk this, but I don't really need the food, so really no reason to. But I am going to use a campfire here, unless the next room is going to be empty, which it is. So okay, I'm gonna move on in that case. Collect even more goodies, if there are any. Sure. 75 gold. Yeah, that's what I said last episode. That really wasn't worth it. Sometimes you get very good loot out of those corpses, and sometimes you don't get almost any loot out of them at all. Another scout, which is excellent, of course. Okay, we're gonna go to the left and then up first, but not before we have camped. Yeah, let's... You know what? Actually, I don't really worry about the stress at the moment. I think we can do with this. And we have a lot of abilities that don't really buff us up that much at all, so that is kind of annoying. We will use the reflection because it does buff the leper a little bit. Increased scouting chance could still be a little useful. Sanctuary may be the thing to go for in this particular case. I will use it. Then we will use a... Does any of us have a disease? Because the plague doctor may be able to get rid of that. No. Well. Then I think stress resistance on our Vestal, because he has the highest stress at the moment. And finally... Well, actually we could also do an encourage on her. Alright, so let's rest and let's hope that we don't get ambushed. I wonder if Sanctuary lasts until the next camp or until the next dungeon, essentially. Or what I mean to say is until the end of this dungeon. We only have 2 left, right? Yeah. No, maybe on the way back. Or maybe even later than that. This fight's not too bad, especially with the surprise. Okay, she's gonna stress heal even more. Excellent. Oh, we were so very lucky with that. Hound's Harry against, you know, the Hound. He is not gonna be dead, which is annoying. Unless I do that, of course. And you'd use a Hue. Enemies? What enemies? Okay, treasure room. I love those. Ooh, hounds. Or rather, rabbit gnashers. Interesting, we did not get a surprise here. And they managed to dodge our stun attack, which is, of course, quite annoying. They can also cause a lot of nasty quirks, which I have mentioned before, but is worth keeping in mind today as well. That was not the right target for a stun, I believe. Although he may move all the way forward, and in that case things will work out fine anyway. Okay, this deals extra damage against beasts, so it's quite a good choice. Though it didn't quite get the kill. Alright, this dog is gonna be dead next round. He did cause a bleed, but not a very bad one, fortunately. A Hue only kills 1, unfortunately enough. Let's do a Noxious Blast on this guy. Oh my god, they are dodging like crazy. Rabies, ugh. What is rabies again? Increased damage, reduced accuracy. Well, that kind of cancels out with his campfire buff. Yep, okay, so that could have been worse, definitely. Hound's Harry. Nice. And you do a judgment on this guy. Excellent. 4 damage. Is that worth bandaging up? No. Nice amount of loot from that battle, though. Contents are ours. Even more deeds, which is good. We get a scout. And we don't have to go up, so we will not. And I think I will, in fact... Oh boy. Okay, I thought he was going to interact with the corpse, but he isn't. Okay, but I will interact with this this grave. Hopefully I'll be able to carry all of this stuff. No, I will not. I don't really want that. The onyx could be nice to have. I will eat food with a couple of guys to make room for the onyx. Yeah. Alright, that wasn't really worth a shovel, but meh. It could have been a lot better, that loot, and if it had been, then obviously it would have been worth taking that. I'm keeping on... I'm gonna dump that, actually, and take that. I probably should have brought the last portrait as well. An old tree. I can take the gamble, I guess. Who has the best blight resistance? 60, 60, 40, 110. How about you do that? Sometimes a tree is just a tree. Okay. It can cause blight, but not this time. Okay, a few more beasts. Enemies that we can very easily deal with, I think. As long as we get a couple of early attacks. Okay, Grave Nibble. Even if that crits against her, she's stalwart. She has a decent chance of actually boosting herself up again. Yeah, 1 hit point short. Oh well. Spit may cause a blight, which we cannot deal with. Alright, we didn't get that. Hound's Harry, of course. Oh, it didn't land on the spider, which is well, annoying. But we're doing fine. These enemies, of course, are not really that big of a deal. Not in our current situation anyway. 2 more food, that's something for the leper, I think. This room should be empty. I cannot quite see that. Okay, it's empty. Okay, another treasure room, another room with, I don't know, some kind of container. Yeah, let's just keep on going. It's gonna be a fight here. These guys, okay, we surprised them, good. We like that a lot. Where is this? Oh, the sanctuary apparently only lasts for 1 campfire. That's good to know. And also kind of annoying, because it is a very expensive ability. So I would kind of have liked it to also work for the 2nd campfire, but what can you do? We have plenty of torches left. We have a lot more than I anticipated that I would have. And all 3. Once again, that's your job. Okay. Cannot carry any of that. Although I can eat a bit of food, of course. Citron isn't really worth it. No, it isn't. Not at all. Okay. Treasure room number 2, I believe. Maybe number 3. This fight again. Okay, well, especially with the surprise, we should be able to take care of this, no problem. Oh, and by the way, I also notice now that C is still stalwart, so that lasts throughout the entire dungeon. That is really good to notice. I did not want to do that, although it is still kind of useful. Let's do a dazzling light on this guy. And then we're gonna use a chop on the front unit. 12 damage, which is not bad at all, but I was hoping for a bit more. I was actually planning on doing this. A Hound's Harry. Cause a bleed on everybody. And maybe with the Judgment I can get rid of this guy. Yeah, it's possible. Alright. Groping Swipe. Then I think another chop is in order. Yeah, too bad. Okay, what are we gonna do next? I think it is time to start emboldening the leper, finally. But obviously these 2 guys are going to be a bit of a problem, so a Hound's Rush wouldn't be a miss. Does that get the kill? Yeah, it should, right? Yeah, easily. Then we have 1 stress attack. We have 1 stress attacker left. Let's at least stun her for the next round. Alright. 1 more good attack from the Houndmaster and we should be done. There we are. Cannot quite take everything. And I don't really want to anyway. We're gonna camp here as well, I think. Not that we really need to, but... and you know what? Let's feast. Alright, oops. Oh, you have rabies, right. That reduces your accuracy. We can deal with that. Because I may want to have that in this dungeon, but not... but not in the next one. Okay, so that removed rabies from him. Oh, the right mouse button doesn't work. That sometimes happens. That's weird. It doesn't work on this character. Okay, well anyway, he doesn't have a disease and she doesn't have a disease herself, right? Right, so... it's not that we can remove another disease anyway, but still. What else can we do? Maybe improve scouting chance really isn't useful anymore. Reflection, remove stress from her, buff her up a bit. And buffer up even more. Why not? Okay, rest, and let's hope we won't get ambushed, or if we do get ambushed, that it won't be as bad. We do get ambushed. Well, at least that also gives us a bit more loot, which we do have the room for at the moment. And this fight isn't too bad, although the shuffle is. Let's stun her. I don't like her. And we're gonna try to kill the dogs as soon as possible, though that's gonna be tricky. Rabbit rush, already 3 bleed, and that might become even worse now. Yes, it does indeed. A blackjack or a hound rush? That is the question. I think a hound rush. Excellent. Crit it. That may be due to the darkness, of course. Yeah, play crits are increased because of that. You're gonna use a bandage and you're gonna move back. You're gonna move forward, of course. Rapid rush. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. You cannot use a hound rush from that position. Ew. Well, that's annoying, but okay, that's good to know. And you move back now. And then the leper has a chance to use his Q. Which missed the dog completely. Pulling her forward. No, don't do that. Okay, excellent. And... Noxious Blast? Maybe? Maybe on her? Yeah. See how she likes that. Huh? She's gonna die on her own now, actually. Which is great. And then we have this situation where we can use another blackjack against the dog, or whatever it's called, the Gnasher. And finally we use a judgment, because that also heals our Vestal a little bit. Okay, okay, okay. Looking nice. And what is in this chest? Here, there's a trap in this chest, which we've resisted. Okay, we're looking nice. We're looking nice. And I think I will take the gamble and use our last shovel here. Okay, not too bad. Houndmaster, of course, for the trap disarming. And then, hopefully, what is going to be our final battle. Ooh, well, this could be tough, really. Let's stun the back row. And I guess that I want to do either a Hound's Harry. Yeah, Hound's Harry looks good. Start bleeding them out as soon as possible. Maybe withstand, but I don't think that's going to be that useful, so maybe chopping. Whoa, okay. If I had known that in advance, I would have definitely chopped again. Or I would have definitely chopped, and if I know that stuff in the future, then I'm going to do it again, never mind. That's a stupid sentence. Stop being stupid. Alright then. Bye! Wow. I don't think that I ever got rid of that that big dude as quickly as I have this time. Anyway, 7 more damage and another bleed, I guess, so he is now dead. And we will increase the damage on the Houndmaster, so that next round he can definitely finish off the Cutthroat if we don't manage to do that before that. Let's try and stun him again. That actually fails. Shank, 7 damage, and a bleed. That's okay. He can have that. And now... let's get rid of that bleed, I guess. And Hound Rush for the kill. Not the immediate kill, of course. A much more subtle kill. 3 damage healed there. Wow, that was piss poor. But anyway. Take all of this stuff. Let's eat that, dump the rest, take that move charm. Interacting with that reduces stress. Okay, well, I don't think that anyone has any stress at the moment, which is great. But we still have one more battle to go, so now is obviously... Yeah, I'm unlucky with this. Oh, bollocks. Well, that was the chance that I took. That was the chance that I took. And we're still looking fine, mostly, but, yeah. There you go. Okay, we've seen this fight before as well. He is gonna do some stress healing on ourselves, which is of course nice. I think I'm gonna embolden this time. Stress is not really that big of an issue, to be perfectly honest. So, I'm gonna use a Hue with him to take care of these two guys, and I'm gonna use the Hound's Rush on the Acolytes. Okay, that doesn't quite get the kill, but perhaps with the Judgment it will. Excellent. And a Hue. Woo! Things are going according to plan, other than that little bit, but we kind of knew that we had to deal with that. 42 stress is a bit annoying, but it's you know, not quite so bad that I would put him into some stress relief when we get back into town. You cannot reach her anyway, so do a Hue to get rid of the corpses, and then we should be fine. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was kind of trying to click on the Houndmaster. That failed miserably, but it doesn't really matter at this point anyway. Take this stuff as far as we can. Busts we don't really need, but we're gonna take them anyway because we don't need the bandages anymore. And obviously we're gonna take a little look in this chest, which might be trapped, which it indeed is. But we resisted the blights. Okay, well, I guess we're done. Okay, this is looking excellent. How much gold are we gonna gather in total? Okay, well, not as much as I was really hoping for. This is about 16,000, I think. No, 17,000, almost 17,000. But more importantly, look at those deeds. Nice. 30 deeds from this, in fact. Kleptomaniac. We're gonna try to get rid of that one as quickly as possible, because I hate Kleptomaniac. In fact, let's do that straight away. Put you into the treatment ward and get rid of that. I also want to get rid of Clumsy and Technomania, but yeah, they're not good, but I can deal with them. I can work around them if I really have to. Oh, also, let's take all of the trinkets back. Did anything really important happen last week? Anything annoying, I mean? No, not really. Okay, good. Then, Blacksmith. Because I think, yes indeed, we have enough deeds to upgrade this, and we definitely will. Come on. The game doesn't allow me to click this. Oh! Ah! I'm an idiot. I need more deeds. Well, not more deeds, more crests. I'm so used to having so many crests, but apparently I'm gonna have to go into the cove or something to get a few more. But the good news is that we have the deeds that we want. Alright, and I guess that I may... I've been thinking about upgrading, for example, the survivalist even further. And unlocking very nice camping skills that allow us to complete dungeons with greater efficiency and with more loot and everything. And also, of course, upgrading the Nomad Wagon to get even better trinkets. Oh, the Redemption Armlet, for example, on the Leper looks pretty nice. And this is also not that bad for the Vestal. Obviously, there's no way that I can afford it. But maybe I should start investing a lot into quests. Because of the party wipes that we've had, we've lost a lot of good trinkets. I mean, we still have a decent amount, but a lot of class-specific trinkets and a couple of generic, rare ones we've lost because of party wipes. And it would be nice to kind of get more trinkets, and the best way to do that, perhaps in the future, is to have a fully upgraded nomad wagon. Food for thought. Food for thought. And we don't have any... Well, we do have another long mission that goes into the Weald. And I may do that one, to be perfectly honest, because things are going quite nicely in the Weald at the moment. And I still could do with a couple more deeds, I think. I mean, for example, I could upgrade, for example, the stagecoach. With, I may do that. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that now. No, I'm not. But, yeah, that's also something to consider. Do I have any nice new... I could do with a new jester. Finale. I have not used that one, but I'm actually kind of liking that ability. Obviously, you don't want to use that until the end of the combat, or near the end at least. He's fragile. I'm definitely not gonna take a fragile leper, because health is like one of his most important features. Then we have another Houndmaster. We have plenty of those. He's sickly, and he's not that bad, honestly. It's not that bad. But I have a couple of them now, and I don't feel like that I need any more. Then we have a Highwayman who is winded, which isn't bad, and he's an Eldritch hater, so I may take him. Then another Crusader, that would be good. If his Deathblow resistance wasn't reduced, as well as his damage when his health gets low. Although he is steady and is an Unholy hater, which is actually kind of good. I think I may take him, honestly. And then we have her, another Vestal, who is quite fast, deals increased damage when her health is low, which doesn't matter to me all that much. She is only going to be praying, but that's fine by me, kind of. You know what? Gonna take her, and gonna take him as well. We can always dismiss them again if we decide upon accepting a couple of other heroes. Alright, but anyway, what were we thinking? We were thinking of going into the cove, for example. Is there anything nice that we can get from the cove? Ooh. That is interesting. That is indeed interesting. But I think I will actually go into the Weald once more. Simply because it gives me a lot of gold and a lot of deeds. And that allows me to finish off the last couple of... oh my god, okay. Well, we don't have the characters to deal with that. Oh well, maybe by now we kind of do. We have a leper. We have him. We have... oh, it is very tempting to try that again. I think what I'm gonna do though, is I'm gonna do one more Weald mission. Yeah. Level up these characters a bit more. Obviously I'm gonna have to... oh no, wait, I cannot bring most of these guys anyway. I'm gonna have to bring a whole new crew. Which I may be able to do. I'm gonna have to think about this. This is a bit more complex than I initially thought. I tend to forget that when characters level up, they don't want to go into lower level dungeons anymore. So that's gonna be an issue. But anyway, I'll think about that in between episodes. For now, I'm gonna call this session to a close. Thank you, as always, very much for watching, and I hope you will join me in the next episode. Take care.